Okay, I'd just like to draw your attention to this one. As you can see, this one is the one that I made up with basically nearly 20 cubic centimeters of raw meat mullinexed, and I don't know if you can see that now. It's growing well. The sand in there has taken on this sort of whitish Albion look there, sort of thing. Now this sort of look, that sort of look in there, it's taken that on. And the salt and pepper sort of look compared to this sort of browny, sort of look to it. So there is a difference there. Anyway, so you might want to consider that, how well those CP weeds are growing, and that's such a small container, and there seems to be no nutrient deficiency with the leaves. No lack of iron or anything else, and compared to other things I've got there. So anyway, we've got the medium in there. I've only got one notch down because it's quite dark here coming in there, and I thought I'd try this container, the slightly larger container, out, sort of thing. So maybe I need to get this up a bit so we can come down on the pot a bit. Yeah, okay. And you can see those. Now with these, it's sort of, they're very small, but I'm hoping with all the material that's in this part of the pot, the reductive flammable gas will still want to go up, of course, because it's lighter than air. Okay. So, and it basically flushed, the holes are basically flush on the sides there. So we'll see how we go. Well, seems to be settling in the pot very easily. That's probably because of the thixotropic nature of both the corn, of the potato starch, and the wheaten corn flour. Unless corn is just another colloquial term for fine or something, they just grind it very finely. Because I thought corn was to do with maize, but anyway, we'll see how we go. Oh, actually, I may actually get 2 pots out of this. I don't know. It's getting up there pretty quick. So there you go. Might throw out our calculations a bit, but it seems all right. That's because when we added did you notice when we added the oxides, it seemed to lose volume. So I might want to start up the other pot as well. Just to meet things halfway sort of thing. I might want to start one up next door to it, sort of thing. Because this one has got sort of flush holes with like a little bit of a trench or tunnel on the side of it, sort of thing. We're in shot, yeah. I might have enough to do both pots actually, which will be quite good. Because if there is a difference between the one pot and the other, we might be able to backtrack it to being the fact that you shouldn't have any holes down the bottom. You definitely want to force the gas to go up to keep a nice reductive flammable gas environment in the pot so the organism can grow. So we're working on the theory that the idea is to grow the organism in the soil during the growing season of the plants, and then they go into the roots and leaf bases, and basically the rhizomes of the plants during the cold months, basically, when you think the plants are dormant. Because if you've read the Venus flytrap paper very closely, which doesn't seem to have occurred with some of the books out there, the paper actually tells you that plants don't actually stop growing in their cold time of the year, and they hardly ever get snow in the region, so it basically never goes below 0 degrees. So the plants grow. The only time the plants go dormant, the Venus flytrap I'm talking about, is when the soil dries out in the top layers, due to drought. So they go dormant due to drought, not due to the season. So they're a bit like a Drosera capensis in a way. Given the right conditions, they're ever growing. people talk about that they run out of steam and things like that, but I think that's because you don't have the organism. If the organism in the soil, when you think they're going to run out of steam, the actual organism goes into the plant. And then, of course, when it's inside the plant has control of the organism. Because in order for the organism to multiply, it needs more room. So it has to grow the plant. Otherwise, the organism, you know, it'll be squashed. It'll be pressured by the plant, won't it? So, if you understand my subtle meaning there. So, anyway, we'll see how we go. Not quite enough medium to do both pots adequately, I think, but very close. You know, I could have done with another 2 handfuls in the one on the right, I would have thought. But it's enough to do an assessment. You know, we can at least whack a load of weeds in there. Weeds and perhaps CP seeds and CP cuttings and things like that. Because once you get CP to strike and seeds to germinate and there's no peat there, all bets are off. I have been warning you fellas. The game is up. Once you're outside peat into a non-peat medium, no sand, yeah, no newspaper cellulose. And we probably have reasons why we don't want to add those now. Sand is too salty, unless it's that Albion white, that sort of salt and pepper look. When it's lost its salt, and also probably its iron content as well. Anyway, so what are we up to now? Well, I set it up, and I'll set some plants in it, and they'll probably get a good rain, and hopefully they'll be tickety-boo. Okay, over and out for now.